Welcome. This is John Valenti with an Earnlink strategy cast for internet marketing success. Today's episode's all about what subscribers are worth per month. And we're talking email subscribers to your list. Now, whether you're a e-commerce seller or you are we'll call it a newsletter or a content marketer, the lens that I look through with internet marketing is the same, which is you've got to be in content marketing land. You have to be content marketing as often as you are promoting. If you're not, what happens is you're literally at risk um, of promoting more than you are informing or educating and connecting, and that promotion it's going to land you in the promotion folder. You're going to have decreased engagement rates. You're not going to be fully expressing your potential as an internet marketer. So I look through the lens of content marketing balanced with promotional marketing. A good balance I like to think of is 50-50, and I think that's a good thing for you to aspire to as well. So as far as what email subscribers are worth, again, the lens we're going to look through is we're sending out an equal amount of valuable content as we are promotions. So there's some sending costs with that, but there are also a lot of other metrics to be aware of. You're going to have lower attrition. You're going to have happier subscribers. You're going to have other revenue opportunities that are outside of your core promotion that you can enjoy from having an active, engaged subscriber list. So let's use some real-world examples. We have a number of campaigns that generate subscribers in the $1 range. So although you can have you can happenstance onto a super hot campaign that generates 25-cent leads. Over time, I think you're going to lean closer to $1. I mean, we're very, very tenacious, and we try so many different approaches to lead generation that I think it's safe to say if our numbers lean us closer to $1, I think it's a good number for you to aspire to as well. Now, you're going to get your wins, you're going to get your home runs, and when you do get one of those 25-cent lead generators, boy, you want to run it for all it's worth as long and as hard as you can. But when you're slugging it out with the competition, you're advertising in a crowded marketplace, and you're faced with whatever realities are existing in your business, you're going to want to make sure that you've got a business model that works at $1 per lead. I can just tell you, it's a way to sleep at night. It's a way to have more confidence in your number and your business plan, and be more resilient to the marketplace dynamics. So I'm going to use math at $1 per lead, and let's talk about what they're worth. So first of all, a $1 subscriber doesn't necessarily mean a $1 active subscriber. An active subscriber is somebody who clicks in a 30-day period. We actually do our math based on 60 days. The reason why is even though they don't click within 30 days, they're technically worth zero, right? They're worth nothing to you in that month. But if your audience is segmented to where you're actually emailing a 60-day subscriber list, a 60-day clicker list, meaning people who've clicked in the last 60 days, and let's say you've got a handful of subscribers that click every other month, that's okay. They're worth something. So we'll keep them in the list. Let's do the math based on a 60-day clicker. So let's say we're sending 100,000 60-day clickers. And, taking you back. We've got to record. So let's take a $1 subscriber, and that $1 subscriber is going to have a certain number of, Okay, let's take a $1 subscriber, for example, and that's what it costs to generate the lead. They may have subscribed, but if they haven't clicked in your list, they are not technically a clicker or a double opt-in. So you'll hear double opt-in and confirmed opt-in used interchangeably. That's okay. There are some nuances there, but really they're pretty much the same thing. A confirmed opt-in or somebody who clicks into your welcome letter and confirms or replies or just engages with your newsletter is technically a confirmed opt-in. A double opt-in just means they did a second thing. Well, second thing and confirmed is kind of the same thing. So let's use confirmed opt-in, COI, or DOI, double opt-in, interchangeably. So in this real world example, a $1 cost per subscriber does not mean you have a list full of $1 subscribers. A conversion rate to aspire to is approximately 50% of your subscribers that you generate, or your leads, becoming truly active or engaging with your list. So 50% of your $1 subscribers are active or engaged. That's a $2 double opt-in, or $2 active, truly active subscriber. That's really what's going on here in the content marketing land. We are working hard every day to generate $1 subscribers and get them to engage with the list, get 50% of them to engage with the list. Sometimes we do a little bit better, sometimes we do a little bit worse, but 50% is a pretty reliable number to pat yourself on the back, know you're doing a good thing. So really, you've got a list full of $2 subscribers. Now, what are they worth? That's the purpose of this strategy cast today. In our view, they better be worth $2 really quickly, because we run our advertising budget and our media spend based on, let's call it an American Express credit line. Okay. Even if we had $1 million in the bank, we would never take the $1 million and just spend it on media and hope we get it back in some number of months. It's too dangerous. There are too many different marketing dynamics and changes. It's a marketplace. See, the advertising media buying world is a marketplace, is changing all the time. So if you are if you're out there and you're risking a lot of capital on something you might get back in 3, 4, 5, 6 months, it's too risky in our view. Too many things can change. It's probably, look, I'm probably being too conservative in that. It's a much better business, internet marketing, where you get your money back and break even in 6 months, and the next 6 months is free money. By any other comparison, in most other businesses, real estate and so on, it's a great deal. I mean, it's an ATM machine. If you can break even in 6 months, great. We're more ambitious than that. We look at break even as something that is an opportunity to reinvest quicker. So the lens that I look through, and I could hope to instill on you and inspire you with the possibilities, is that you can advertise or spend money, which is very expensive, generating $2 subscribers, but you can do so with a 30-day break-even mentality. It is possible. I'm going to tell you how to do that as well. So if you can, let's say you have a 100. So let's say you have an American Express line with a $100,000 limit. You could literally take that $100,000 limit, use it for media buying on Google Display Network, GDN, or Facebook, and you could buy media. And if you were able to break even in that same month, you would technically have a growing subscriber list with a $100,000 media spend per month, which is now what? That's $1.2 million. Now you're talking. That's some serious subscriber list development. So, whereas if you have a $100,000 American Express line and you are sweating it that whether you're even going to be able to make the payment in 30 days, that's a lot of stress. It doesn't turn into $1 million. And if you got $1 million, oh boy, I don't know that I would spend it on media buying and hoping you get it back in 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I would rather see you fight. And I mean, fight. It's hard what I'm talking about. This isn't easy, but it's possible. And if it takes you 10 tries, 10 swings, and 9 failures, but on the 10th one, you get a campaign that produces 60, 70 cent subscribers, and you got a 50% double opt-in rate, and you've got a monetization strategy that breaks you even in 30 days. Well, now you're back to using that American Express credit line, getting those points every month, cycling that media spend. every month, growing your list with very low risk and a very high reinvestment rate. And at the end of the year, you're going to be a happy camper. So if I can inspire you to do anything, it's set your goals to break even within 30 days. I can live with 60 days. So look, whenever you shoot for the moon, you get close, it's okay. But you don't want to set your goals too low. So if you set your goals to 30 days and you're into 60 days before you're really broke even or you're close, whatever, fine, great. But don't set your goals for 3 to 6 months, because what if you're off? It becomes it's too risky. So back to a $1 subscriber acquired with a 50% double opt-in confirmation rate is a $2 active subscriber in your list. So how much can you earn per subscriber? So let's first summarize the cost. Again, we're spending $1 per lead. Approximately 50% of those subscribers are double opting in or engaging with your list. Then that's a $2 active subscriber. And we're going to seek to break even in our first month or two, which means we need to make $2. How do you do that? Well, initially, you're going to need a workflow. Now, when I say workflow, I mean I mean both technology, but I also mean strategy. So our technology, like inside Earnware, in every Earnware account, there are workflows. You can just literally say, if somebody comes into the list, send them a number of emails, and those emails can constitute a workflow. It could be like a 7-email series or whatever. That workflow needs to be designed to indoctrinate your user, which is welcome them in and give them some good reasons as to why they're in the list, what benefit they're going to experience from being in your list, and also it can attempt to monetize them or to promote something to them. Now, if you're an e-commerce seller, obviously you're going to be reinforcing your brand and your product or whatever it is that you're hoping that they purchase. If you're a content marketer, you may have some affiliate products, and you may be able to do a partnership of some kind. We find that partnering is a great way to list build, and in fact, we offer ourselves out there as viable list building partners. So if you're going to be spending capital doing list building, and you'd like to do so at, let's say, 50 cents on the dollar, you could speak with us about whether or not we might be interested in that same audience demographic. Or if we have some of that same audience demographic and you'd like to list build with us, it's the same thing. It's the idea of using what we call a double verification method. It's essentially endorsing each other's brands and getting a subscriber activated in both of our lists. I know it sounds hard, it sounds kind of new and different, and we feel like we invented this, but I'm sure somebody's done it beforehand. It does work well for us. So if we have a subscriber acquisition campaign and we'd like to, let's say, advertise at 50 cents on the dollar or lower our effective costs by 50%, we could simply list build with a partner who had the same appetite for the same audience as we had. So there's some good strategies along those lines. But as you build a workflow in your ESP software or your CRM software, your Earnware software, that workflow is going to engage that subscriber, and it's going to earn what it earns over a period of time. Now, one of those workflows that you can set is also an endorsement or a recommendation that they subscribe to your, let's call it your partners list. And you could have a deal with your partner that the partner pays $1 for every one of those subscribers. So that's an interesting way for you to recoup your investment in 30 days and also help a like-minded partner develop their list at the same time. And as I said, we are constantly looking for good partners in list building. So that's an offer I'd put out there and say, we could help you do it. You could help us do it. It's just all about reaching an audience at scale and doing so for less out-of-pocket cost. So once you've got somebody in your list and you're sending them newsletters, you're sending them some balance of newsletters and promotions. What are they worth for us? In our world, they're worth anywhere from 50 cents to $1 per month per active subscriber. Active subscribers are, again, defined by the list that we mail to and their activity rate within a 60-day period. So we look at 60-day clickers as anybody who's clicked in the last 60 days, worth about 50 cents to $1 per month to us. And the number of those ranges vary. Let me give you an example. An informational newsletter publisher who publishes daily and relies on banner ads like Google AdSense on their list, who relies on list rental or CPM sales. We can go into that more later. Or third-party promotions like affiliate offers, and that's their monetization. They'll typically earn 25 to 50 cents per month. If they're really booking their calendar like we do, again, you can say, oh, well, that's a lot of mail. You're booking your calendar, your promotional calendar, 20 days or so a month. You can get upwards of $1 per subscriber as a regular, consistent revenue stream. So these are business decisions. What can they be worth? Like I said, if you're booking the calendar with advertisers who want to get in your calendar and want to effectively pay you to send what's called a dedicated email or a solo email to your list, you can definitely earn upwards of 50 cents to $1. If you want to have a warmer, friendlier, less frequent promotional relationship with those subscribers, you don't own a product, but you'd like to promote things you really believe in, that 25 to 50 cent range per subscriber is a great way to go. And that range of earnings also is going to lower your attrition. And if you are satisfied with that revenue stream, you can do the math on that. 100,000 active subscribers, and you're earning 25 to 50 cents a month. Yeah, it's $25 to $50,000 per month for that 100,000 active subscriber list. So that's a great way to go. You can obviously earn more, which means sending more, which means higher attrition, which means you're pedaling the bike pretty fast. It's hard work. If you've got a staff and you're actively bringing in thousands of new subscribers per week, and you're like us, you have other ways you can monetize the subscribers, and attrition is not your number one enemy, but it's just kind of balanced with your ambitions. You can send daily. It's a double-edged sword. So definitely be aware of that before you go in there and pedal that bike so fast that you get tired. And again, backing off is reasonable. Like maybe you have a week of strong promotions, and then you feel like you pushed a little too hard with the list. You want to back off and entertain the subscribers more, maybe apologize for all the promotions, and really deliver some value. Totally reasonable. So whatever your business plan calls for and your style of marketing, it is what it is, and you can design it within those ranges. Now, let's say you're an influential newsletter publisher. You're really an influencer yourself. It's a totally different animal. Influencers have the ability to generate, with fewer promotions, they can generate a much stronger buying response. So if you take great care and pick things you really believe in, and you connect your subscribers to a product that you fully endorse, you know it really well, you bought it yourself, and you recommend it to them wholeheartedly, that's a different animal. Now, you can literally send something, let's say, twice a week with that sort of influence, recommend a product that you really did a lot of homework on, a lot of research, and you really believe in, and your results on that twice a week mailing, they might dwarf what a typical affiliate marketer or newsletter sender might be able to generate revenue-wise for far fewer mailings. So remember, newsletter senders, they're in a couple of buckets. I mean, there's influencers and there's just editorial. So that editorial revenue potential is, like I said, it's that 25 cents to $1 per subscriber range. Boy, influencers, I've seen influencers earn $3, $4, and $5 per subscriber, and they don't have to mail the list quite as often. But being an influencer is not for everybody. Not everybody is an influencer. That's okay. Uh, each model is has its own merits and positives. So definitely, you've got the option, and you can experiment with developing your influence over time as well, and that will tend to be a great asset for you. Now, what about product owners? Again, it's anybody's. It's different for everybody. You've got people selling jet airplanes and people selling vitamins. So it's different for everyone. I talked with a lot of product owners, and they say things like $1 to $2 per subscriber per month is realistic. Now, if they have a buyer list, that $1 to $2 list, that $1 to $2 earnings per subscriber is much more realistic with a list of people who have purchased something from you in the past. So again, let's just summarize: newsletter, editorial senders, not especially influential. 25 cents, 50 cents a month is reasonable. If you're really market to the list a lot like we do, you can earn upwards of $1 per subscriber. If you own a product and you know that the people on your list have purchased something, well, you can earn well above $1 per month per subscriber. I hope this has been a useful strategy cast for you. As always, if you have questions, you can reach out to me anytime. I'm John at Earnlink.com. And again, I'm happy to answer questions. I can cover them in the next strategy cast or reach out to you personally. Thanks for listening, and here's your success.